What's the worst case of academic cheating you've ever witnessed? My college roommate thought he could cheat his way through our final creative writing assignment by stealing a story from some obscure author, but he picked the worst possible person to plagiarize from. Matt had been coasting through Professor Williams' creative writing class all semester while I actually worked on my stories. He'd submit these half-hearted pieces at the last minute and somehow still pass with C's. The final assignment was worth 50% of our grade. Write a 10-page original short story. We had 6 weeks to complete it. I spent countless hours crafting mine, going through multiple drafts and getting feedback from the writing center. Matt, predictably, waited until the night before it was due. I found him frantically searching online for something to copy. There's gotta be some story I can steal that the professor won't recognize, he muttered, scrolling through random websites. Matt, just write something. Anything original is better than plagiarizing. Dude, I don't have time. Besides, Williams is like 60 years old. She probably doesn't even know how to use Google. Around 2 a.m., Matt found what he was looking for. Perfect. This story called The Last Train Home by some author named E.M. Williams. It's exactly 10 pages, and it's beautiful. No way our professor has read this. I glanced at his screen. The story was indeed well written. Published on what looked like a small literary magazine website. Matt, that seems risky. Relax. It's from 1987. Professor Williams would never find this random story from 30 years ago. He copied the entire story, changed the font, and printed it out. Easy A, he said confidently. The next morning, we both submitted our assignments. Matt was practically gloating as he handed his in. Watch me get the highest grade in the class with 0 effort. 2 weeks later, Professor Williams handed back our graded stories. I got an A- with detailed feedback and encouragement. Matt's paper came back with a big red F and a note. See me after class immediately. Matt looked confused. There's no way she could have caught me. I was so careful. After class, Professor Williams asked Matt to stay behind. I was packing up slowly, curious about what would happen. Mr. Johnson, she said calmly, would you like to explain why you submitted my story as your own work? Matt's face went white. What? I don't know what you mean. Professor Williams pulled out a book from her desk drawer. This is my published collection, Evening Trains, from 1987. Page 47, The Last Train Home, by E.M. Williams. She opened to the exact story Matt had found online. The E.M. stands for Elizabeth Marie. That's my maiden name. You plagiarized a story I wrote 35 years ago from my own published work. Matt's mouth fell open. I had no idea. I found it on some random website. Yes, that random website is the online archive of literary magazines that often republish classic short fiction. My story has been anthologized dozens of times. She pulled out more books. It's also in this college textbook, this collection of American short stories, and this anthology that we actually used in this very class 3 years ago. Matt was stammering. Professor Williams, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was yours. Mr. Johnson, even if it wasn't my story, plagiarism is still plagiarism. But the fact that you thought you could steal my own work and submit it to me shows a level of arrogance that's truly breathtaking, she continued. I've been teaching for 32 years. I've read thousands of student stories. Did you really think I wouldn't recognize my own writing? Other students walking by the classroom could hear everything. Word spread quickly. I have to report this to the Academic Integrity Committee. You'll likely fail the course and face suspension. Matt tried to negotiate. What if I write a new story? I can do extra credit. Mr. Johnson, you stole my intellectual property and tried to get credit for work that took me months to perfect. There's no extra credit for that. The Academic Integrity hearing was brutal. When the committee learned he'd plagiarized directly from his own professor's published work, they were speechless. Matt got suspended for a full semester and had to retake the entire course with a different professor.